Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. Happy New Year's. Hit that like button down below if you're excited for the new year. But today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to get the new free item for today, the 2020 glider, showing you where to find the Frozen Fireworks, as well as going over the challenge for tomorrow, because there's locations you need to get to tomorrow for tomorrow's free item, which includes the locations of the Shiver, the Ice Throne, and also the workshop. And I'm also going to be showing you the locations of like yesterday's challenge. Just overall, it's going to be a very helpful video. Help you get all of those free items for the final bits of Winterfest. And yeah guys, so if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more guides for free items and stuff like that. The overtime challenges are coming up, and I'm going to be showing you how to do those and get the free items for that. The items that I showed you in my previous video. And if you want to help support me, you can do so by using code TheLlamaSir in the item shop. I get a bit back from those purchases. It helps support the channel and I appreciate it a ton. But without further ado guys, let's go ahead and jump into it with the challenge for today, which will unlock you the 2020 glider, which is this glider right here. It's got a cool animation for the new year. This is like the first challenge during the new year, so obviously like this challenge and also the next one rewards special New Year's items, and I'll be showing you how to do that right after this challenge, so stick around in the video. It's actually a pretty tough challenge, and again after that I'll show you yesterday's challenge as well, because that one too is pretty tough. But yeah, you get the 2020 glider completely for free if you complete this challenge. So let's go ahead and get into it with how to do this challenge, because specifically it is the one where you have to light a frozen firework found on beaches in sweaty sands, craggy cliffs, or dirty docks. So let's go ahead and get into it with the locations of these. And basically what you're looking for is this type of firework right here. It's the same exact one that they actually used for the 14 days of summer challenges. Oh man, time goes so fast. That seems like it was just yesterday. But you are looking for that same type of firework. You go up to it, you light it, and then it'll fly up into the air, and you'll be working towards that challenge. But yeah guys, the first location is in sweaty sands. So you want to go to that spot, and then specifically go to the beach with all of the chairs, and if you go a little bit closer to the water, you'll be able to find a bunch of them. Now unfortunately, for whatever reason, they weren't showing up in replay, but just keep an eye out because there's like 4 or 5 of them lining this beach, and you'll be able to spot them again if you look for that like red and white striped firework, and then go up to them again, light them, and you'll be getting that challenge done. So yeah, there is where you'll find them in sweaty sands. And then if you go over to Craggy Cliffs, specifically these are all along the side that obviously has water on it, but there seems to be more on the left side of it, like this side right here, as you can see. So again, simply go close to the water and you'll be able to see them when you're gliding in. And if you do something like Team Rumble, this should be very easy to get done, but I'd stick to this side of Craggy Cliffs. You can go to the other side as well. There's like 1 or 2 over there, but I just recommend sticking to this side. And then finally guys, for dirty docks, this one is pretty easy to find as well, but you specifically want to go over towards this inlet type area where the water goes in a bit, and along that coast you should be able to find a bunch of fireworks as well. Same thing as the last two, just keep an eye out for them, land near one, light one, and you'll be getting the challenge done. So yeah guys, pretty interesting overall, but let's go ahead and get into it with tomorrow's challenge as well, because tomorrow's challenge is pretty tough, but it also awards a pretty interesting item that you'll definitely want to try and get, and that is like the disco ball type contrail. I don't think that's the exact name, but that's basically what it is. Again, it's a New Year's type item, which is pretty solid overall, and also obviously it's free. So yeah, for this challenge you have to search ammo boxes at the workshop, Shiver or the Ice Throne. And this is actually tougher than you may think, and I'll explain why once we get into the locations. But again, simply go into like Team Rumble. Less players makes it easier, so that's what I recommend. But yeah, let's jump into it with the exact locations. Alright guys, but here we are in game. So obviously the first location, the workshop, I'm pretty sure is the same exact location as, you know, the challenge I showed you earlier. So you guys know where that is. Again, it's at Frenzy Farm. So we won't spend much time on this one, but real quick, I just want to show you like where the ammo boxes are, because also as a reminder, I'm pretty sure only whoever gets the ammo boxes gets the challenge, if that makes sense. So if like somebody goes to this ammo box and opens it, if somebody else comes here, they can't open it and get the challenge done, because obviously this one is open. So it makes it a little bit tough, but that's why you want to recognize where the locations are for the ammo boxes. And just double checking, yep, there aren't any in here. So there's that one. There's also this one on top of the fireplace, as you can see. And then finally, if you head up the steps, there is a third one right up here, which kind of blends in at night, but that's a good one to grab as well. I'm sure people might miss that one. And then just to double check, there's not one behind here. Nope. So yeah guys, there you go. Those are the ammo boxes for that location. But let's move on to the next location here, which is the Shiver Inn. Now this one is obviously a little bit tougher to find because we haven't gone over this one yet, but the Shiver Inn is sort of towards the you know, mountain portion of the map, so I'm pretty sure Misty Meadows would be a close location. But yeah guys, say the bus is going towards Misty Meadows, the Frozen Inn or Shiver Inn is over towards this location location right over there. So it's a little bit close to Misty Meadows, but I guess it's actually more close to Retail Row in Lazy Lake. It's to the south of both of those locations, like in the middle of them, as you can see right there. Doesn't really show up on the map too much, but if you go ahead and follow the road, you can see it pretty easily when you're diving down. And as you can see, when you get closer, this is the Shiver Inn. It's very interesting if you haven't been to this location quite yet. And there's a decent amount of loot in here, but yeah, you want to be looking for ammo boxes. So like over here is one. Also, there's a hidden one behind here, so might as well look for that one if the other one is grabbed. But yeah, oddly enough, I don't think there's one on the second floor, which is a bit surprising. But if you go on back down here, there's one behind this chair as well that you can get, and maybe down here in one of these rooms. Yeah, there's one in here too. So there's plenty in this location, but that is the Shiver Inn. So let's move on to the final location. That is the Ice Throne. So the Ice Throne is more towards the, I think it's towards the northern portion of the map. Okay, yeah, so it's a bit to the north of Pleasant Park, as you can see right there. That is the Ice Throne. It's a giant chair, and looking on the mini map, you can see it right above Pleasant Park. Again, it doesn't really show up on the map, but it's on that hill, as you can see. So simply head on down, and this is another one where there aren't a ton of ammo boxes. But yeah, landing down here, there's like nothing really at the bottom, but if you go inside, there's one by the steps right here, as you can see, so that's a good one to get. Also one on this side as well, which is a little bit more hidden. And actually, guys, I believe those are the only 2 ammo boxes. I guess I didn't double check the very top, but yeah, there's nothing up here, which is kind of odd. So yeah, go for those 2 ammo boxes, and just to be sure, is there anything in here? No. So yeah, that one's going to be a tough one. You're going to want to get to those ammo boxes first, but at least you know where they are exactly, so you're not, you know, rushing around to random spots. But then after that, guys, let's move on to the final thing I want to talk about in today's video, which is basically a guide to yesterday's challenge, because yesterday's challenge, it's the one where you have to visit the workshop, the cabin, and also the artisan ice place. So if you missed it, I'll show you the exact locations of the stuff right here. But yeah, let's get into it with these locations. Alright, guys, but here we are in game, ready to take a look at these locations, and we are in creative. Obviously, you can't actually complete the challenge in creative, but it's easier for me to show you, so that's what we're going to be doing right now. But for the first location, the workshop, that one is closer to around Slurpy Swamp, so let's go into the holly hedges. But yeah, basically when you're on the map right here, you're going to want to go down to this location right here. Now, as you can see on the map, if we zoom in on that location, it's a little bit to the south of holly hedges, right down here at this building. That is the workshop. It's also a little bit to the northwest of Slurpy Swamp, so there's the location. But if you head on down there, as you can see, here it is. This was like one of my favorite places to drop. It's got so many materials and stuff. But if you go inside, you can see the workshop with all of the toys and things. There's also a couple snowflakes here and there. There's one out there as well. So if you haven't completed that challenge, you can get it done here too. But yeah, this is the first location you need to go. And oddly enough, I think they actually like took the presents away after the holidays, which is kind of funny. There used to be a lot more presents here. But either way, getting a little bit distracted. Let's move on to the next location. The next location is the cabin, and that can be found towards the center of the map, or more specifically around the Fatal Fields, Frenzy Farm area. Oh man, I'll always remember Fatal Fields. But yeah, once you go onto the map near Frenzy Farm, you instead want to go over to the workshop right over here. And on the mini map, that is, as you can see, right to the southwest of Frenzy Farm, and it's in this building right there, also next to that island in the center of the map. But if you go to that location, as you can see, there's a little cabin, and it's the same exact cabin from last winter event when they added the cabin to the map. But this is the exact location you'll need to go, and there's also a bunch of chests for you to grab. So there's the second location. Let's move on to the third. And the third location is like the ice or artisanal ice or something along those lines, and that one can be found in the exact location, Dirty Docks. So let's go ahead and head into there. And as you're going on down here, you will be able to go down to right there. That is the specific spot you want to go in. Obviously on the mini map, Dirty Docks is obvious to find, but the specific location is more towards the right side in that building, as you can see. And once you go closer, you can see the sign for it, Artisanal Ice, Mr. Polar's Artisanal Ice, and then you'll simply want to visit it and you'll have this challenge done. On top of that, guys, something to keep in mind if you haven't gotten ice blocks or things like that yet, I think these ice blocks will work for the challenge. They obviously take a very long time to break. If you keep at it, you should be able to break those, and I believe these do count for the challenge. Not 100% sure, but then again, I guess you do have to open frozen loot, so you may have to look for like this one right here. Maybe not the ones that are more, you know, non-see-through, but like, yeah, there are some where you can open frozen loot, so that should work for that. And also something else to mention, you can also use these, you need to search these ice boxes as well, so you can find a bunch of them at this location. There's one right there, a second right there, a third one right over here, and a fourth one back there. And there may be even more around here, like in the back as well. Yeah, there's a couple back there. So yeah, very good location to get the ice boxes as well. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more free item guides, challenge guides, stuff like that coming out in the near future. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos here, such as on the left, talking about the purple version of Remedy, and then some other fun videos I'm sure you'll enjoy. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.